So now let's proceed to our third step, which is to choose the appropriate test statistic. So in this step, you will not just going to choose what is the test that you like, but to choose a type of test based on characteristics of the data. So next step is to compute the test statistic. So before you determine, compare, and interpret the given data, you will compute first the test that you have using the t-test. T-test is just an example of computing the test statistic. So let's forward to our fifth step, which is to determine the value needed for rejections of the null hypothesis using the appropriate table of critical values for the particular statistic. So in this step, that's going to find its critical value using the table that may require to use such data characteristics as the degree of freedom, number of measurements, and or number of groups. So our sixth step is to compare the obtained value to the critical value. So in comparing the obtained value, it allows us to identify a difference or relationship based on a particular level of rest. Then we can say whether we must reject or must not reject the null hypothesis. So let's proceed to our seventh step, which is to interpret the results. So after doing the first step and up to the six steps, so we're going to interpret the results. So after knowing either the hypothesis is accepted or rejected, we will now going to interpret a certain data. Then the last one will be the reporting the results. So after you have interpreted the data, so you will now going to report the results for the other researchers to have that reference